get the hell out of there, rob. But now you rob someone and they'll stab them to death, like, and then I understand that for like a mobile phone. I'm thinking, wait, there, you just kill someone for like 30 quid. Like that's so it's gone to another level now.
It's late. I'm knackered, and I'm glad to be back at Elijah's place. He lives alone, but I can see the flat is obviously equipped for kids.
God, that's a mad-looking rocking horse you got there.
Yeah.
What's all that about?
Yeah, done that in community service, isn't it?
What?
Yeah.
What? Well, you made it?
Yeah, I made it from like out of a big block of wood.
Oh, all right, in that respect, it's not a mad-looking rocking horse. It looks great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Actually, it is a really good job.
That's what I'm saying.
How long did it take you to make that?
How many hours did I do? I don't know, I think I had like 120 hours or something like that. So that's like...
I saw...
Once a week for 7 hours.
He stretched that right out then,
So
The toys belong to his 3 children, from 3 different mothers.
The kids are 2, 2.5, 2, and 1 years old. All the same.
Close.
3 close like that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, do you have time to get out of my house for any other gaff?
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking hell, man.
Beautiful. I got no comment no more after that.
That's funny.
Finding out he has 3 kids from 3 different women on top of everything else that's happened is more than enough for me for one day.
You know, this whole thing about the stabbing that happened 30 seconds away from where we are now, that shook me up a little bit because it really does it home. It really is real. So, a lot to take in, you know. I need a few hours kip and then crack on again with him tomorrow.
Next morning, and it's time for breakfast.
You know what I'd like? A nice bit of eggs Benedict, right? With a nice waffle, right? With a bit of poached egg.
You'll be lucky. No way. I can't cook, so basically cereal is like a hot toss.
It's Frosties, or Frosties.
See, that's what I'm saying. Look at that. If I make cereal, that's what I'm saying. That's how you know this is serious stuff.
No, you've done well there.
Very well done. Done well.
After breakfast, we head back to the scene of the stabbing. I want to see the aftermath of the incident.
That's the blood. That's the blood.
Yeah, got it. It's a fucking pool of blood, that, isn't it?
This was an incident the police had described as minor.
It's not a nosebleed, is it? Let's be honest. I mean, how can that be minor?
If you're not
try telling the geezer's mother that's minor.
It's minor, yeah.
You know what I mean? Why don't they clean that shit up?
Yeah, they didn't clean it up as well. I was just about to say that. Just let me clean
kids
up.
Playing around here, do you know what I mean?
Just left it there.
I want to get away from that, actually. It's
kind of dirty, yeah.
Oh, fuck that. It's rank.
Thankfully, the victim survived, but it seems to have reached the stage where as long as nobody dies, it's a minor incident. By a strange coincidence, Elijah was going to bring me here anyway. This is the same part of the estate where he reached the peak of his criminal activity. Crack dealing. Well, he wasn't going to be a plumber, was he? After his release from prison for robbery at 17, he tried to go legit as a music events organiser, but it didn't work out.
Got people saying to me, got a bank account. I was like, what? Bank account for what? Like, what do you mean bank account? I don't
have a bank account.
No, like, my money goes in my box. Like, money goes in my room, and I don't need a bank account. So I didn't know about all this kind of stuff. Right. So I said, you know what, this is it for me. I'm going back to I need to do something else. And I said, you know what, drug game.
Crime was what he knew, and the drug game proved to be highly lucrative.
I was making like £500 a day to like £2-3 grand a day.
Really?
Each individual was making, I'm saying.
Elijah and the PDC transformed the whole derelict block on the estate into a crack dealing business.
One of the guys I sold drugs to, he went off, he was with a girl, and he came back and said to me like, yeah, she was smoking all night, she died, she's dead. I was like, fuck, you tell me that for? I was like, fuck. I was like, fuck. I said, what you want to buy? You want to buy some more drugs?
Now, I gotta be honest, he sounds like he was a total scumbag. I'm glad I'm meeting him now and not back then. He was blinded by money, as the drug business provided the high life he desired.
When we started making the money, it was out there, new trainers, living it, cars pulling up, it was so blatant. But that's, at the time, when the money started coming in, we weren't thinking. The money just started coming in too much. We was on the block counting money, and like 3 grand is out and open, count it, put back in the pocket. We were too open, way too open, way!
The police had been watching them for 3 months. When Elijah was arrested, he was shown the surveillance video.
I saw everything on the TV screen. I was like, fucking hell. They had the whole stuff. I saw myself walking up and down the block. They was like, so who's that then? I was like, fucking hell. But I was like, no comment, no comment, no comment. And in my head, I'm thinking, oh, I'm fucked.
I can't help but think greed and arrogance was their downfall. The police had a watertight case. Elijah and 12 others were heading to prison. He would serve 2 years for his drug offences. On the inside, he decided that he would try the music business again. And he was going to do it with his best mate, waited. But with his best friend dead, and the prospect of a future spent in and out of prison, Elijah made a move that stunned the PDC.
I said, I'm going to do something controversial. I'm going to use the same crew that we've got, the same element that we've been using to do drugs and robberies now. I'm going to do it into a record label form.
Unbelievably, the gang was going straight.
And use the exact format we were using. Same guys, instead of that guy holding the gun, instead of that guy doing drugs, he's going to be the graphic designer. Instead of that guy doing that, I'm going to make him do the production.
Yeah, before we'd have got back of the drugs, like got back of the CDs, you see it?
And I see for myself something else that has given him a focus for change. He's accepted Islam and prays at least 5 times a day. The more time I've been with him, listened to him and got to know him, the more I actually believe he's making a conscious effort to change and move further and further away from the kind of person he was.
I've done lots of bad stuff in the past, so obviously I still have dreams about all that stuff. But I still see like people's face pop up and I'm thinking, who the hell is that? But obviously that's like your subconscious, like that's things from your subconscious that you saw at the time, but because at the time you didn't understand what you was doing or you just didn't care, it wasn't affecting you. But now my mind's changed, like those things pop back up. I'm like, fuck, you know, like when I remember certain things, I think, fuck, you know, what was I doing? How I was living a couple of years ago, I should have been dead, innit? So every day I pray, I'm thankful for that I'm still here, and I've kind of changed my whole ways, and the record label's here now, and all this stuff's going on for me now. So I say, you know what, I'm thankful for it. It's more thing as well for yourself, saying so you're kind of like ready for the day, you're focused. Some people might smoke a spliff and say, this makes me focus in the morning. Some people might say,
Probably my method.
Yeah, some people might have a snort that, oh, I'm fresh in the morning.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's probably me. Shit.
Coming up, the waiting's over.